Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha and today we are watching episode 5 of Kingdom and watching Ateez's cover of Arithmeta. I'm so excited! Before we get started, as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on my channel and my videos. I would very much appreciate it. Also, if you have just a second, please check out some of the links below, including links to my Etsy shop, where I sell bracelets, Polaroids, and K-pop album cover paintings. I would really love your support, and if you are able to check out the shop, that would just be awesome. I have been saying this in all of my Kingdom videos since last week. I'm feeling a little burnt out from Kingdom specifically. While I love talking about dancing and K-pop and making these videos, Kingdom is getting overwhelming. Kingdom is making me not want to film and not want to talk about these performances because it's just a lot for my brain to sort of handle, I guess. Like, I am fully capable and excited to talk about a music video or a dance practice or a concert performance. Those are things I love to do. All of the props and the storylines and the things that are happening from multiple groups every week, for me to try and analyze all of them. We've been doing this 6 weeks now, if you include the introduction stages. It's a lot, and it's no longer fun. And I've always said this channel is so that I can have fun, and if I'm not having fun anymore, I'm not going to do it. So we are going to take a little break from Kingdom, and next week we'll be back to music videos and dance practice reactions. I hope that's okay. I hope you join me for those, because we seem to have a lot of fun no matter what we're watching. So that's my little disclaimer. I've taken copious notes on this performance specifically. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. We'll get into it. We're gonna watch the performance first, then we'll talk about the notes and everything after. Here we go. The van says Hearts Awaken live. Oh my god! Woo! Oh my god! Oh my god! If you've seen my reaction to the Beat, I had a similar reaction to this song. God! Ah! Woo! Ugh! Oh my god! Woo! This part's sick. Oh my god. Please watch their backup dancers. Oh my gosh. I love this part. Woo! Oh my gosh. I see new stuff every time. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh.
Open your eyes. For our lives, keep your mind. Now is the time for freedom if you try. Listen. Right. Open your eyes.
Is the prop cool? Yes. Is it too much for me? Also, yes. Okay, come on. The dancers are so sick. Insane. Oh my god. Okay, well, we got a lot to talk about, so let's just get started. The theme is so cool. Once again, it's from a movie I haven't seen, so what a shock. I can't talk about that, but I mean, I get it also. Like, I understand what they're saying with it. I love that they start in a van. How smart. I love the mask part. The timing was a little bit off with some of the members. The more you watch it, and I did notice it the first time, you can sort of see when they start to put the masks on, because they didn't quite they either didn't turn the lights off in time, or the members anticipated putting on the masks, and that's what happened there. Not a big deal, grand scheme of things though. I love when they get out of the van and then the mask falls to the ground and you get the first person point of view. Da 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 rhythm ta. Oh my gosh. And the van is the Holla Holla van. So like, sick. I love that. This remix of Rhythm Ta, it's not even quite a remix. It's just like a brand new version of it. I absolutely need to have it on Spotify because it's going to be up there with To The Beat and The Leaders. This is like the next song. Ateez, like specifically, I guess Hongjoon, because our boy is like out here composing, knows exactly the sounds I want to hear in like my favorite songs of all time. And this has them. Once again, we have the whispering, but it's Songhwa this time instead of Hongjoon or Wooyoung. I love it. I love them. That sound that's in there. I don't know what it is. It's like a synthetic something, string, maybe horn. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's so good. The bass, it's all my favorite sounds. Yeah, it's definitely my reaction to The Beat was my reaction to the sound of this song. We get right away small group choreography leading into Songhwa's part. Songhwa just like owns it as always, and then he has nice choreography that is controlling what the dancers do. We have to talk about their dancers. I made a mistake and called them backup dancers while we were watching it. I don't like to call them that because they're not backup anything. They're just their dancers. So my apologies. That was I misspoke. Their dancers this whole time. Their dancers killed me a little bit more than Ateez did. Am I allowed to say that? Because, oh my gosh, their dancers were so good. So in Songhwa's part, they do something so cool. I have to go to it so I get it right, so I don't tell you the wrong stuff. I've watched this probably over 1,000 times just to get the dancers' parts. Okay, so first of all, like, their wrists are physically tied together, which makes everything they're about to do that much cooler. They do some sick, like, hand motions where they go, each line goes a different direction. The visual that creates is insane. And then they do floor work where they flip onto their back. That's the part I really want to talk about because it's just so cool. It's hard to do in general. They're doing it with their hands tied. Shut up. Okay, let's watch it. On that. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so they go, their hands go down on the ground. Their feet in the back they go hands down, feet out. Then their feet cross. And then they flip just with hands down, feet out, feet cross. And then they have to go over this shoulder and pull themselves around to land flat on their back with their hands tied on that beat. Dun, 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 dun. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's so good. I'm pretty much just going to read straight through my notes because I go through the whole thing. So then we get Wooyoung and Yoonho, and they get like very groovy, bouncy choreography here. Super hip-hop, super sick. It's so nice. It makes me want to do it. Like, there are certain sections of this choreography where I'm like, this is sick. There are other parts where I'm like, I want to do that. And this is one of those sections. Then we get Son, actor Ateez, being all like crazy and awesome before we transition to Yoonho and Wooyoung standing on the table and showing us Hull Ateez in the newspaper. And then they jump down, and then we get Son doing his b-boy moment. He does a great job for not having ever done any b-boy moves before. I think he absolutely crushed this. Also, with the number of actual b-boys they have in this performance, I think he had a great set of resources with those dancers because those skills we'll talk about in a minute. But I think Son did a great job, and then the line of dancers around him are reacting to all of his movements. So there's a part where he does a spin and all of them do this, and if you just watch them and how they react to his movements, it makes it so much cooler. It's a really sick section. Then we get a quick trio with Son, Yosang, and Jungho before we go to Jungho's solo and then Yosang's solo. Yosang, I feel like, I don't know why, he's just not getting enough screen time in Kingdom. I don't know why that is. It's kind of upsetting. I wish they gave him different choreography than just bowing. Maybe that's in reference to the movie and I'm missing something there. But I really he is such a good dancer. Why didn't he get a dance part there? I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I know what he's capable of. So as a fan, I was just like, I wanted him to do more stuff. Like, he crushed what he did, but I don't know. Anyway. Then we go to Songhwa at the center of this group choreography. It's super bouncy once again, just like that section we had in the beginning. It's very fun. It's just like, I loved it. And it's very grounded and the chest is the origin for a lot of the movements. I don't know how to explain that better. Let's go look. Let's go a look. Okay, that's what I meant. So there's a way, like, when I am first maybe teaching someone rhythm, if they don't really know how to count music or like feel music, there's like, I really can't do it sitting down, but there's a way that you like rock your body and your chest, And that's how I teach someone. Like, obviously step clap is a great like introduction. But after that, let me see, hold on. You're gonna see a lot more of me than you ever have before, I think. Let's zoom out a little bit. I have never stood up and done like this in a video. This is how much Ateez is getting to me today. Okay, hello. That's probably still not enough, is it? Okay, can you see me? I don't know what we can see. So yes, so like step clap would be like how to teach rhythm, but then there's this move where it's like hip and chest and you're going back and forth like this. All of this section originates from this movement. Da 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 da, like all of it. Okay, I have no idea what that looked like. Anyway. Okay, then we get a section I absolutely love where Yoonho comes to the front and literally the whole formation switches like where center is. So if originally center is here, they end and center is over there. It's so sick because it's so hard to do choreography while changing your entire formation and changing center. Not a lot of groups do this. Typically, if they do, it's side to side, but to see them do a quarter of a turn is insane. Like, it's so hard. And I've been thinking of ways to try and explain it if you're not a dancer to like compare it to real life things. I don't know what I can compare it to. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to try and compare it. But just trust me when I say that moving an entire formation while still doing like, they do rolling choreography, which brings you into the circle aspect. It's like a double circle because they are moving and their bodies are moving in a circle. Ooh, it's sick. It's so good. We get a lot of accents once they change to center where I think it's a cymbal where they like do accents up on that beat and then they throw down on that beat. And I just thought it was interesting how they changed the vibe and the energy from going, what does it sound like? Hold on. This is the rolling part. So the dun, 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 and they throw like up, then middle, then down. And it's just interesting visually that they didn't just keep throwing up because they absolutely could have. Next we get Son and his rope Latin element. This really is a good transition for the whole rest of the performance because after this we also get Hongjoon's little Latin element rap section. So it's nice to have this there. The visual is also very cool. I did like how they made it look like he's climbing up a rope without actually doing that. So great job for the team there. I loved Hongjoon's rap and his personal swag. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't choreograph his rap sections except for maybe in Fire because he's dancing actually with the dancers. But for this part, I think that's just him enjoying himself, and like the kid has moves like independent from choreographed moves, so that's always cool to see. And then the dancers behind him, the break dancers, like of course they're doing the flips and the aerial acro stunts, which are awesome, but they're doing like windmills, and I think it's called a coin drop. I'm not totally sure if that's right because I never dabbled in like breakdancing at all. The only thing I ever did was like floor breakdancing, like with my feet, but I never did anything on my back or like dropping or flipping. I don't know if that's gonna make sense to anyone, but anyway, those breakdancers crush this. And the thing with adding breakdancers to choreography, it can get tricky because while the drops breakdancers do are typically to a beat, getting a breakdancer to sync up to other choreography can sometimes be challenging. So the way that they are on beat and the way that they stop on beat is like so sick. You just know how talented they are, and I would assume that these breakdancers have maybe done actual choreography at some point, because there are breakdancers who can break dance as well as dance, and there are breakdancers who only break dance. I don't know what these dancers do, but what I saw was incredible. So, next we get Wooyoung, Jungho, and Yosang's trio with the dancers, which is another sick part that I love so much. The dancers, you guys, the dancers crush this. The dancers crush this. I love them. I love them. What do? They start doing arm movements like this in different directions. So we visually are seeing this happening. And then the Ateez members are doing the opposite. So they are doing, as the dancers are going up side to side, the Ateez members are going down side to side. It's just sick. It's so cool. And then I noticed this time when the dancers go to their knees, it's because Jungho does a kick and pretends to kick them. I hadn't noticed it until this time, but like, I love that. The Yosang to Yoonho mask transition scene, I love that visual, because it really just goes from one member to a mask with the other member to a mask, and until the camera pans out, you don't realize it's a new member. It's cool. It's so cool. And then we get that dance break at the end. So I called this like a high synth section because I don't know what instrument it is. It just sounds like a synthetic sound, and I can't tell what's happening when like that high-pitched thing that's happening in the back. The way that they're dancing to that sound, I wrote down it's like a tiptoe. The choreography isn't like that, but they're like tiptoeing on top of this sound. Instead of with like hip-hop, you're grounded and like in the pocket of the music, they are so just on top of it, and like super quick movements, never stopping to like settle into anything. It's just like move. It's so quick and just like light on top, just on top. That's all I can say. Oh, it adds a sense of urgency also, which I mean is pretty apparent. And then these are like sort of my ending notes. The dancers and Ateez are like fighting against each other for energy this entire performance, because there are moments when I think the dancers are going to overtake Ateez's energy, and then there are moments when Ateez is overtaking the dancers for energy, and they just are like, they're both just going up the whole time, and I never know who's going to come out on top. Like, there are parts where the dancers are just crushing it, and there are other parts where Ateez are just crushing it. They're so well matched as like a company. Like, the performers and their dancers are so well matched. And I feel the same way about Stray Kids and their dancers too. Like, those groups just know what's up with their dancers. Yeah. We get Hongjoon's speech next, which changes the beat of the song and creates a crescendo. And then we get Jungho's beautiful long high note towards the end. And it's not until he finishes his verse that the tempo comes back into what it was before. So while Jungho has his like moment in the front, like he does his high note and then he moves to the side and he keeps hitting those crazy notes, Ateez and the dancers have started the ending choreography, and it's slow for like the first time the whole performance. It's slower. It's like doom 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 doom. It's nice and like relaxed. As soon as Jungho stops singing, the beat doubles and they are off. And it is just like, we're going. We get like Demon Son in the front with the dancers doing this. They go until it's the end, and then it's ridiculous. I didn't really mention it yet. I wrote it at the end though. So, talking too fast, too much. Throughout the choreography, the dancers are making really nice levels with Ateez themselves. We only have a few times when Ateez is making the levels with Yoonho and Ooyoung on the table, and then with Hongjoon at the podium. But other than that, it's always the dancers who are either bent double on the ground, sitting on a prop, or being like arrested, or like they're just low. So it was very nice that they continuously created this like power dynamic almost between Ateez and themselves as like the ones getting arrested or whatever. Overall, I love the version of this song. I loved Rhythm Ta to begin with, and then Ateez gave me like a to the beat version of Rhythm Ta, and it's just so good. The choreography in this, wow. Like, I'm pretty sure this is BB Trippin', and I'm pretty sure they're one of my new favorite dance crews. I mean, they have been for a while because I love the stuff that they're doing with Ateez, but this really just solidifies how insanely good they are as a crew and as a team. It like independent of Ateez, but then with Ateez, it's too much. My brain's gonna explode. It's way too much. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please, as always, be kind and courteous in the comments below. I will see you next time. Bye.